Hey traders, so this is a tool that I use a lot. It is a scanner that scans for the strongest trends in the market, Forex market, and patterns. It has email alerts to identify, to alert you when a new trend, strong trend has started, or when a pattern has broken. And I'm going to go kind of walk you through this a little bit. So technically a really strong trend, this one here, this Aussie Canadian 4-hour chart, they always put the strongest trends at the top in order, and we can see the trend drawdown right now on this market in the 4-hour is 18.2. Anything 20% or below, or around 20% or below, is definitely a sign of a strong trend. And so we got the Great British Pound Aussie's only at 21% drawdown. So these are kind of good things. You could put a Fibonacci on there and be looking for pullbacks, say to the 23% or something like that, and possibly getting into trades. It's one way to do it. However you use your strategy, this is really just a great tool for me to find good flowing markets that I might want to focus my attention on, instead of wasting my time with markets that are not flowing or setting up at support and resistance areas or in a strong trend. So it's a great tool for that, especially if you're do your assessments. If you're a trader that likes to analyze the market and looking for setup. So we have several here that are pretty good strong trends right now, and it'll look at daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute, and give you the strong trends that are moving. So like here's a 5-minute on the Great British Pound, and USD Japanese Yen daily was in a strong downtrend, USD Canadian 1 hour, and so on. So there's several here to be looking to analyze from. And again, as I said, they give you alerts. They also, down at the bottom, you can click this to take that away. It'll show you the higher and lower time frames of that market and what the trend is on that market. So a lot of traders like to trade with the higher time frames. So if we were on, we had kind of quite a lot of reversals in the market recently. So like this USD Swiss on the 5-minute, we got a strong downtrend. It's identified. We also have downtrend on higher time frames, as you can see. So this might be in short term, if you're trading, if you want to trade lower time frames, that might be a good market to focus on. You got a 36% drawback, so keep that in mind when you're on the smallest time frames, and it tells you how many pips that is, about 25 pips drawdown. So if it moves back, that might be a good area to start looking for a trade. So just some ideas there. A lot of different ways you can look at this, but it's just a great tool for me to do some assessments from, especially on the patterns. I really like to look at the patterns. You've got the 5 minutes, where we just had a breakout here. Quite often I'll look for breakouts and pull back to that current trend line and see if I can't find, in this case it'd be a buy. We have 15-minute patterns. They alert you when this breaks and you get a pullback. Could have probably got a little buy in there. Again, they give you some Fibonacci levels to target. Here's a New Zealand that recently broke out on a 30-minute chart. Gives you the trend. And then, of course, obviously, you go to the live chart and kind of check it out and see what maybe your position would be. If it's a longer-term trend that you're buying into, or a short trend or a reversal of that nature. I'll pull back, go on down. British pound Aussie on the daily. This is broken out and is in a strong uptrend with a lot of pullback, but it is moving up. That was a nice breakout there. And then you also have emerging patterns, which are setting up. So this is a New Zealand Japanese yen. They're looking at scanning, looking at this is a bullish market. So it's looking to break this upper line here, and when it does so, there would be possible trades afterwards maybe, and it'll alert you. Also, I like to look at these too because I see a bounce here off this trend line, and maybe I can even on a shorter time frame look for a trade in between here and up to that trend line up there. So it's quite handy for, again, identifying good markets to trade in and patterns to look at, and to make your assessments and set up your trades. So this is why I use it. If you're interested, I'll provide a link below and go check it out. All right, guys, that's it for now. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.